Hey, welcome back. So, yeah, we've finished two towers for the northern region. We need to find the third tower now. We should be in the third region here. I think Melville would have unlocked it by now. She had two regions unlocked earlier. We finished two of them. We are in N2 now. We can go to N3 next. Ooh. Yeah, that sound. I don't know what that sound is. Maybe that's supposed to be some sort of woodpecker. Right. Lost marshes. The northeastern marshes of the island have mostly been lost to the sea, with the exception of this small patch of land. 82112. This moves at such a breakneck speed.
This area looks flooded as well.
Our ancestors melted a whole lot of ice. After they died, most coastal settlements were claimed by the sea. South of New Jerusalem, there's a whole city under the water. We went there once with Garrus, when I was an apprentice. It was eerie.
That's exactly why the founder created the goal. When you go past the limits, this is what happens. Mother Nature always gets her revenge in the end.
This isn't revenge, Al. It's just failure. People, cities, mountains. As far as the sea is concerned, it's all the same. Their mistake was forgetting that, telling themselves nothing would change. It always does.
See, this region also has that sound effect. Whatever. This is N3, right? For E3, which is the third island in the eastern section, we had a similar structure. It looked like a star, and we had to zoom up using this purple elevator. And it looks like this is also something similar. Okay, let's go left. Substitution. Jump here. Bring an item to swap. What? We can substitute an item? Swap item. Swap item. What does that mean? Oh, I should turn off the timer. It shows a timer at the top. That's kind of annoying. Let's turn it off. Gameplay. Short time. Apply. So why does it take jammer? Interesting. So this simply means it's limiting certain items. Like, we can't have two of the same items at once. That's basically what this is. Interesting. Jam. No. Hmm. We need to take the box, swap it, make sure that this is jammed, and take the... No. How do I make this work? I can go up. Oh, this is sufficient. Okay, we we needed the box to be swapped to disable the wall there, the ceiling there. I feel like this is gonna get very confusing for me. But we'll see.
I've had a closer look at the Somnodrome. It's based on the original prototype with some modifications. As usual, the data is a mess, but I strongly suspect there might be a functional version somewhere.
I know some of you have heard stories about the answers this device might reveal. But please remember, that is not our main priority here. Keep an eye open for it, but focus on finding Athena.
Okay. We reached the first lost terminal. From Yanit to Athena, beloved founder, I beg you to return to us. We cannot achieve the goal without you. You are the one who defied Elohim, who overcame the trials of the simulation. What are we before that? How can we possibly find a path that will not lead to the mistakes of the past? You are our soul linked to the wisdom of the progenitor. 5358, without you, we are lost. 5358 without you. Is 5358? I don't know why 5358 came there. What is this number 5358? It's such a big mystery. Human construction. G.K. Chesterton, excerpted from What's Wrong with the World by G.K. Chesterton. Our modern prophetic idealism is narrow because it has undergone a persistent process of elimination. We must ask for new things because we are not allowed to ask for old things. The whole position is based on this idea that we have got all the good that can be got out of the ideas of the past, but we have not got all the good out of them. Perhaps at this moment, not any of the good out of them. And the need here is a need of complete freedom for restoration as well as revolution. 5358. There is one metaphor of which the moderns are very fond. They are always saying, you can't put that clock back. The simple and obvious answer is you can. A clock, being a piece of human construction, can be restored by human finger to any figure or hour. In the same way, society, being a piece of human construction, can be reconstructed upon any plan that has ever existed. Athena. You can indeed turn the clock back, but if it stops ticking, it's dead. What's that supposed to mean? Maybe the society is dysfunctional, it's dead, then reconstructing it based on some new ideal is not gonna help. It's already dead. Black snow from selected archive document AC. What is that? Is it black snow? The coal mine finally brought decent jobs. Others unknown. It lifted us up from poverty, made us proud. We weren't just ordinary workers. We were the lords of the underworld, and with our skills, we kept the whole country alive. The mine also brought black lung, gruesome injuries, and death. And when it went away, it brought the collapse of our entire society. As for the plant, I know it brought electricity and even more jobs, and I know what a difference that made in people's lives. I also know that when we used to go out and play, there were black flakes in the snow. Miranda. Why didn't they just switch to a safer technology once they realized coal was dangerous? They didn't always have a choice. Sometimes coal was all they had, or were allowed to have. An alternative was poverty. At other times, they want to switch, but there was powerful interests that prevented change. We can't blame people for the world they were born into. Okay. Just a deer. More swapping. Possibilities. There are way too many things to be swapped. We swap. Oh, come on, swap. And we charge it. The thing is, I don't think we can charge it. See? Maybe we can drop it on the other side. We can't. Okay, we can jump here and kind of use it here. So that's charged. Can we jump on top of it? Won't let us jump. There aren't many possibilities here, you know. There's just 2 objects here. There's nothing more we can do. They won't let us jump. They won't let us jump from... Oh, wow. Take the accumulator. See if I can place it. Okay. How do I go up now? I feel like this is not what I'm supposed to do. We just have 2 items. Yeah, they don't let us jump once we are here, you know. It keeps on rotating, see? You will get pushed out. Or we can swap this goddamn thing. No, we can't. I thought we could... It's just kind of awkward. Okay, I think we need to go up. Obviously. That's what we should have done. Those are the only possibilities remaining. Alright. Look at this place. Look at the hue. It's like dawn. You hear geese. Beautiful. Let's look at PDA. What do the puzzles mean to the founder? Alcatraz puzzles. What puzzles represent to the founder? Whatever they may mean to us and our culture, what do they mean to her? We have no record of her speaking positively about puzzles. She certainly never expressed any interest in solving more of them. So, what if to her they weren't trials to overcome or challenges to enjoy, but a trap she had to escape? Wasn't all she wanted at the end to stop solving puzzles and start living a free life in the real world? What else is new in research? There's something else new here. I don't see what it is. An anchor used by seagoing vessels. An early human invention designed to keep boats from drifting by making use of gravity. Anchors also carried many symbolic associations. 1K. There's another star. Is this Athena? This is Athena. Huh. For in case of Athena, how do we solve a star? For Sphinx, we had to solve the riddle. For Athena, we had to do something else. Is it just a spark we had to chase? A blue spark? Let's keep going. See, there's a memory there. You see that? Right there. See? Hopefully we'll get around and across. Then we'll be able to unlock that. Alright. The war. This wall is unlocked by unlocked by what? Huh. There are no wires going out of this wall, right? So how do we know what unlocks them? That didn't change anything. Okay. Let's try to get that driller. Bring an item to swap. Oh, we need to use the jammer. That's what we need to use. Of course. Okay. So not as hard as I imagined. Now we can swap this with the jammer and voila.
Good work. Keep going.
Thank you, Alcatraz. Wait, did I solve 1, 2, and 8? 8 is that way. Devil's Bargain. Sibawa. From Theophilus of Adana to Dr. Faustus. From Marlowe to Goth. There's a story that ancients keep telling. A wise man tempted by the devil to sell his soul in exchange for knowledge, with terrible consequences. I've long wondered why they thought the story is so important, and I'd be curious to hear what others think. Malduk. The ancient writers knew that knowledge is dangerous and its pursuit often leads to tragedy. Knowledge is dangerous for those who want to hoard power. These stories are designed to keep ordinary people compliant. And yet, in a lot of the stories that I've read, the writer seems fascinated with the devil's side of the argument. Damien is right. It's to keep people compliant. Malduk is right. Knowledge often leads to tragedy. I think they conflated political anxieties with technological or intellectual progress because talking about the real problems was taboo. Knowledge can be extremely disruptive to a society. They were grappling with that. It's a pseudo-profound story that writers reused because it made their work look deeper than it was. The pursuit of knowledge comes at a cost, but without it, the world is boring, and deep down, those writers knew that. I think often conflated political anxieties with technological or intellectual progress because talking about the real problems was taboo. That's a very interesting take. People keep griping about new technologies, even when there are other ways to solve problems, more like systemic ways to solve problems, but they'll gripe at like something that they can, something that's much more sensational to the people, which is like new technology or knowledge, and they can leverage the lack of education of the broader community to kind of refocus their attention there instead of to the things that we can change and are not doing yet. Let's go with this. That's actually a pretty good point. It's just not deliberate propaganda. Maybe that explains why I find the beginnings of the stories fascinating, but the endings are always banal. If all that can ever happen is either tragedy or the restoration of normality, what's the point? It's just not deliberate propaganda, it's just they are scared. All of these conversation trees, there are so many different ways to... so many different things we can answer. Different responses. Any question marks nearby? Not really. There's a statue there. Is that another Sphinx puzzle? Maybe the Sphinx puzzle is all about operating these statues. No, this is just a Prometheus Spark. Wait, did we get a Prometheus Spark? I don't know what happened. Ah, well, we can look at the map to see. Lost puzzle stars. Maybe we did. I have to check the recording. I don't remember if it was 3 or 2 earlier. We did get something. Alright, let's go to 4. Ting, 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 ting. I'm glad I don't have to hold down R1 since the sprint has been made toggleable. So you just tap R1 once and you'll be sprinting. Look at this skybox. Just the sky and the hue. My god. So beautiful. Just wanna take a moment to keep turning around trying to hear where the noise is coming from. But it's just ambience. Okay, prison. There's a box. There are 2 boxes. There's another one here. Another one here. Oh, I don't know if my recording is okay. Let me do something about the recording. Okay, hopefully that fixes the issue. I think the recording is lagging. We'll see. Let's open this gate first. I think all these puzzles, they're just teaching us the mechanics. There's nothing that pushing us too hard, and that really scares me for what's coming later, you know. I feel like it's going to wreck us. Okay. Oh, we need blue. Okay, that's fine. It's actually fine. Keep connections. Oh. We can still make it work. Come on. You sure we can't make it work? Really sure? Okay. Okay, we got this. Now we can unlock. Oh, we can't get this one. How do we get? How do we get this ball? This connector. See, no way of getting that connector. What the hell? Okay, I think I know what to do. We need boxes to get that connector. I think. Box. We have blue there, right? Need to make sure the blue stays lit. Okay. So to make that work, how do I? Okay, I need a box. I need this box. Because we need that blue. That blue. We need that blue here. To keep this door open, okay? That's what I want to do. So we connect it to this blue here. Come on. Oh, come on, dude. Alright. So now we can get this connector back. Okay. We can use this box. And this box, the problem is I don't want to. Oh, okay, now we can do something else. Now, if we lift this thing up, then everything's screwed. This door will close itself. Okay, so we don't want that to happen. We can do something like this, which will act as a backup, right? Now we can take this box. Oh, we could have taken the box anyway because it'll just drop down. I'm so stupid. Okay. We didn't really need it. We have 2 boxes now. We need one more item to get that box. Because what I'm thinking is... We need to get inside, right? Need to get inside, and once we get inside, we can open the door, which will open this grill. That's what I'm thinking. And we'll be able to get out, okay? But then we need one connector inside. One connector here, so that we'll be able to... We'll still be able to... Okay, what about this? What about this? This is an interesting concept. Okay, think about this. I don't think it's completely infeasible. So let's see. Let's see if it maintains the connection when we swap an item. I think that's the technique here. So we select it, and we swap it with this guy. Oh no, it doesn't. Select it, swap it, connect, keep connections, swap. No, it doesn't keep connections. Maybe it opens both the grills, both this grill as well as the other grill. If that's the case, we won't be locked out. Okay, let's assume that's the case, okay? Anyway, we can just try without, like, try restart the puzzle if it screws up. So what I'm thinking is we put the box here. We put this box here. Jump, jump, and jump. See, it opens both the doors, so it's perfect. We don't have to worry. Alright, now we can use this connector to keep this guy open. That's one way to do it, but since we have this position here, like since we Since we have this door open, I don't think we need to keep the other door open. So let's swap. Oh no, we can keep the door open. We have to. Let's do something like this. Allow this music. And do something like this. Maybe that's not the right approach. Maybe we need the blue. Yeah, I think we need the blue to go in. We have to do some gymnastics, but I think we can still salvage this without having to. No, we need to make it closer. Okay, so once that's done, okay, I think we can have something like this and that. Let's deselect everything. We need a box here first. You don't need this guy. Oh no, come on. Sorry, I screwed that up. Okay, now we don't need this guy anymore. You can put him here. You can take this box, put it all the way here. Okay, I think this should be good. We don't need all three connectors. We need one box so that we can get the blue here. Okay, so that's good. Last connector, we can use it to connect the blue. Alright, cool solution. Nice.
Wandering around these landscapes, solving puzzles. In a way, 1K's experience must be very similar to Athena's in a simulation.
There's one difference, though. Athena was alone.
Exactly. I have you guys. This is so great. It's so great to have company. Alright, let's go to 5. That structure there, it has a unique symbol. I think for every map, the main structure has a unique symbol. You think so? We walked around and reached the memory. So let's listen to the memory now.
Mother, can I suggest something?
Of course, go ahead.
The southern part of the island is completely dead. No animals, no plants. The soil is too alkaline for anything to live except bacteria.
Yes, that's why it's a good location for some of the experiments.
Well, if we want to show that we can make the cosmos more beautiful, then why don't we start there? The desert doesn't have to be dead. If we modify the conditions, life can thrive there. And that could be the first step towards spreading life to other worlds. What do you think?
I think that sounds like a plan.
Okay, so the southern area is going to be desert related, but they still salvage some life into that land. So we'll get to see it later. She wants to make her own meaning, you know. she explained that like after asking the question how, we have to ask why, and the why is a question that keeps on going. We'll never get an answer as to why. Some things just exist as is, that why question will stop at some point. We have to make our own meaning. And her justification or her motivation or her admiration for life and consciousness is that we can define beauty. And without, I don't know if it was her or if it was a different excerpt, but it's just that these landscapes and the design of the world, just the beauty of it, something self-aware has to appreciate it. That's the only way anything becomes meaningful. So that's our meaning, and after finding that meaning we have to build on top of it. I need to check the title. Twice is the title. Okay, let's take the jammer first. You just need to get blue here. I really appreciate the fact we can quickly know what our ultimate goal is. Ultimate goal is to get blue here, which means we need to take that red, we need to invert it using the inverter, and then get it back. So this jammer, we can essentially take it back. There'll be a couple of things needed. So first we turn on this jammer. Okay, we take this jammer here, place it here. Okay, cool. Now we can get the accumulator, get red light, get it, cool. Get it here. We need jammer now. Jam this, take it back, jam this, and jam that. So the problem is, okay, I think we'll have to shuffle a few things around. Okay, now we can use this jammer to get the accumulator here. I need one more item. We need both accumulator as well as the inverter inside, right? Both the things have to be inside. Okay, so I can take this jammer, open it, take the accumulator, drop it here. Take the jammer, take it. Oh no, the puzzle is solved? No, I have to invert it. Now how do I... I can't come back now. Shit. To come back, I need the second jammer. Okay, I think we can do something. No. Okay, what about... connecting it, placing it here? connecting that, placing it here. So now the thing is I can't switch anything else. I can swap. Now if I swap, it's not connected anymore. How can I get something to the very end? It's impossible, right? If there are two things there, that means we don't have we will need to have two of the jammers here, right? If both those jammers are there, there's no way we can. It's so crazy. And there's no way to restore, like, there's no way to store blue light, you know? I don't think there's a way to store blue light. So if I switch it with red and connect it here, right? Keep connections, connect it back. No. Oh, I know. We have to invert it before storing it. That's what we have to do. It's so stupid. Alright. We take the accumulator. Swap it with the jammer. Use the jammer here. Use the inverter. Okay, I think I got it. We don't need two items inside. We only need one item because we'll invert it first before... I think we need something else. Yeah, we need something else. We need the inverter. We come here, take the jammer out, put the inverter, or take the inverter. Now we don't need the jammer. Swap, and let's store. Discharge, and store. Okay, we got blue now, which is great. Overall, very cool puzzles. Get the second jammer so that we can jam this while we take this jammer out. Jam this. With this jammer, jam it from the inside, take it out, swap, and we are essentially good to go. Right. 6, 7, and 8. There are some question marks, but none of them are nearby. Just going for this question mark here. See what it is. Come on. It's just another star. This is for Prometheus, and I think this reminds me of that Elden Ring statues where we can see where the catacombs are. I think that's the direction we should go to find the spark. That's fine. Let's go do 6 next. There is a question mark this way. So I'm distracted again. Quickly see if it leads somewhere. Maybe a lost lab. Goes deep into the woods. Is it a lost terminal in the middle of nowhere? Oh, it's probably an optional puzzle. Holy shit! All right, then we'll have to spend some time here. All around. All around. We can use it to invert. RGB converter to get green. How do we open this? Does it seem like a good way to open it? Oh, we have a jammer, of course. But there's nothing to swap it with. Oh, we don't need this. What am I talking about? You can just use this and this. Good. Okay, now what? How do we keep that open? Well, we should use this jammer here so that we can take this inverter, swap it here, put it here, and then use the jammer here. Okay, so now we can keep this open. We don't need a jammer anymore. We can use the inverter to... Oh, come on. Wait, why is it already charged with red and green? What can we do here? I don't know if bringing an inverter would help. I think it will. We'll be able to open the blue from inside. So how do we do that? So instead of this... Oh, no. Don't trap yourself inside. You always try to pick something up, but it doesn't work. I think ultimately that is our solution, but we need more bodies. So we have okay, we have one inverter, one connector, and one jammer. Okay, we can use 2 of them. We have this selected, right? We have blue here, and no. First of all, we need this thing active. Okay, now I can take this jammer, right, and place this guy here, but I can't. I need 2 sources. I need to take this guy here, and I need to drop, not drop. I need to select this, select that. That is open now, but everything's stuck. I guess I can use this to go back. God, why is this so difficult? We take this. We can have red. Or we can open it this way if we want. That doesn't solve anything again. To get out of this room, either we need this here or this inside, right? We need the inverter plus a color source to get blue. If you take the inverter all the way back, does that mean anything? So here we only have one source, you know? We only have red here. Swap. Swap item. Swap item. Can have both of us connected and placed here for the green, but now we are kind of done, you know. We can't really pick up anything else. At any moment we can only have 2 items present, right? Everything else has to be placed in the receptacles. 1, 2, 3 items. So if we track reverse, if we try to kind of reverse engineer the solution, we need an inverter and we need the color combinator to get the green light, right? So ultimately inside this room or somewhere we need an inverter and a color combinator. So right now we have the inverter outside and the color combinator outside, but the color combinator has to be ultimately inside. That's the only thing that's missing for us. So we need to make sure color combinator is inside while we leave this place. Is that at all possible? We can only have 1 item at a time, so that's very difficult to... Okay, so right now we have color combinator inside. Okay, we can swap, put it here, but then there's nothing else to... And we can't go inside. Let's place a... Oh, we... Wait, how do we... This is only red, we can't... I think we have screwed ourselves right now. Let me restart. Drop the tool first. Let's... Wait, can I... Not every trial must be overcome as its created intended. Sacrifice one of my sparks and I'll free... No. I need to restart. Yeah, all around. Okay, so we need this guy. Swap him. I feel like I soft locked myself last attempt, that we could not have progressed. Now we get a jammer. And to go inside this room, we absolutely need the jammer, at least for the first time, right? We need the jammer here. Now... Okay. Now, to bring something inside, instead of placing the jammer here, we'll need to place it here. Jam this. And then we can bring the inverter inside. Okay. Now the inverter is inside. Now we can do something like this. And we have the inverter and this guy inside. But this person, this thing, the converter, it's not really inside this room. It's inside a black hole. We can't really retrieve it. We need something else to retrieve it. So maybe we can do something like take the inverter, place it here, use this guy to activate this, right? Now we can use the jammer to swap the inverter. So we have 2 items now. I think it's solved. Wow, how it's so much easier. We just systematically do it. So right now we have an RGB connector. We can place it here. We can take this guy, swap it. You can get this guy. So that's a blue. So red and blue gives us green. See, we screwed ourselves up so bad last time because we overthought and confused. Becoming smarter. Return to a puzzle for a second attempt. Awesome.
I often think about how many cities there are out there under the ocean. Cities where people lived for thousands of years. Cities with their own history, their own culture. All of it lost under the waves. If they'd been less greedy, they could have kept all that.
I don't think we can pass moral judgment on an entire species based on the decisions of a handful of leaders. But I do think they made a mistake. They stopped caring about what they built. They stopped seeing the romance of civilization.
Alcatraz and Byron butting heads in the most cordial manner possible. Okay, where's 7? Oh, this is an optional puzzle, by the way. That's why it was okay. It was, see, that was a harder puzzle. Okay, that was slightly harder. It makes sense. It was optional. I forgot the thing. I forgot that it was optional. I was just trying again and again. What is this room? This is 5. Okay, let's go to 6. See, there's still a question mark there. Let's solve some puzzles first, and then we'll pursue more question marks. Right, huge building. Very interesting architecture. It's completely hollow. It's all for this single space that they built this like huge structure around it, up and down. Oh, we can detach the fan, which is always a bad sign. We just need blue. We have green and blue and an inverter. How do we... Green and blue in inverter. Inverter and blue. Okay. So we place inverter here. You go up. Oh, we have to bring something to swap. Fudge. Right. So let's just... Oh, come on. Stop it. Why do we need a box though? To get the item from above, maybe? Okay, we get it. Now what? Now we have to do the same thing again. This time we'll use a fan. We don't need the fan anymore. You can connect it here. Where is the box? Oh, I need the box, to be honest. I can't make it work without the box. Yeah, I need the box. How do we get the box? Maybe we can use the box to jump up, and I don't know if it's... See, there's that stepped section there. I don't know why there's that stepped section there. Maybe it means something. Okay, let's bring back the box. Okay, I think we still need the box. Let's bring it back. Place it here. See, I can't really jump up. Maybe I can take the box from here. I can jump down. That isn't enough though. Let me jump back up. It's not possible. Keeping this thing active isn't a big deal, you know? We don't really need to keep it active. Can we do something like this? What we need is blue, right? We can put the inverter here. The inverter can connect blue and green to get red. And that red can be connected here using the inverter. So I think your solution is... we don't need 3 items, we just need 2. We just need 2 items. Okay, so let me go back and get the box. This was just about observation. Up items. green, blue, place it here. Now we can take this. Oh, we can't take it. We can. Place it here. Take this fan piece. Swap. Alright. Cool. So that was that 6? I think that was 6, right? Yeah, that's 6. We have new PDA content. Places of longing. Athel Walk. New York was a place that aroused great passions. Some loved it and called it the greatest city in the world. Others hated it and called it an ugly cesspit full of rude snobs. I don't know where the truth lies, but I know it was a place full of life. There's always something new going on, people rushing about, excitement in the air. It must have been an overwhelming sensation to stand in the canyons formed by those great skyscrapers, in a crowd of people, feeling history happening all around you. It's so overgrown. It's been so many years. I don't know how long though. Maybe like 1,000 years? Oh, there's a lost terminal. Poisonous humility. Excerpt from Orthodoxy, G.K. Chesterton. But what we suffer from today is humility in the wrong place. Modesty has moved from the organ of ambition. Modesty has settled upon organ of conviction, where it was never meant to be. A man was meant to be doubtful about himself, but undoubting about the truth. This has been exactly reversed. Nowadays, the part of the man that does assert is exactly the part he ought not to assert himself. The part he doubts is exactly the part he ought not to doubt, the divine reason. Actually preached a humility content to learn from nature. But new skeptic is so humble that he doubts if he can even learn. Thus, we should be wrong if we said hastily that there is no humility typical of our time. The truth is that there is real humility typical of our time, but it so happens that it is practically a more poisonous humility than the wildest prostrations of the ascetic. The old humility was a spur that prevented a man from stopping, not a nail in his boot that prevented him from going on. For the old humility made a man doubtful about his efforts, which might make him work harder. But the new humility makes a man doubtful about his aims, which will make him stop working altogether. Miranda, I had to read this twice to fully understand. Yeah, it is kind of a it's a pretty self-referential. No, not self-referential. It's just Excursion report 3, Miranda to Athena. It's from Miranda to Athena. So it says author is 5358. So is Miranda 5358? Is that it? It's incredible. There's an entire submerged town just off the coast, surprisingly well preserved. Sailing over it, I finally understood what the ancient meant by eerie. I obviously couldn't have the kind of physiological response they did, but I think the mental response was pretty close. A contradictory response, part melancholy, part fascination. It's strange how tragedy and destruction make the beauty of civilization more obvious. Miranda. P.S. A deer got into the maintenance area and made a huge mess. Sorry, I'll clean it up. P.P.S. I may have been feeding it. Failed load profile, failed load comment. So I don't know if 5358 is Miranda. This is written by Miranda to Athena, and it says the author is 5358, so maybe Miranda is 5358. Founding. Hypatis Journal. Day 296. Cornelius and Sarabai went back to the dam today. We've been holding off constructing any new humans to concentrate on building a home for them first. But there's a limit to what 13 people can do on their own. and everyone is eager to start construction on some of the more ambitious structures. Sarabai's kindness and patience is something we'll certainly miss out here, where tempers can sometimes run high. And I'll miss Cornelius too. He was there when I was born, and he's just as much a father to me as Athena and Alexander Drennan are my mothers. But I suppose I can always go visit them. The dam isn't that far, and once we complete the monorail in a few decades, it'll truly only be a few minutes away. And what are a couple dozen years, really, when you might live forever? Damn. We're talking about building a monorail for a dozen years, and it's not a big deal. That time span is not a big deal. Okay, Trevor. Let's listen to Trevor.
Something I really like about Alex, one of the reasons why I'm here doing this, is that she's really humble. She has this incredibly positive view of humanity. She believes we can accomplish anything, but it's not about her. She doesn't think that she's smarter or better than anyone else. She just looks at us as a species, and even though she can see how small we are in the grand scheme of things, she thinks that we could conquer the stars and give meaning to the universe. Even now, even when none of us are going to live to see it. Isn't that awesome?
Alright. So it's heading towards that question mark, but there's a memory here. So let's listen.
Miranda, would you like to play a game?
A game? That sounds like fun.
It is. Remember what Alexandra Drennan said about games?
They're part of what makes us human.
Exactly. And this is a game Alexandra Drennan designed when she was still in school. It's based on her favorite book. Have a go.
So I think in that memory, it's pretty obvious that Miranda is a child in some sense. She has more excitement and a sort of innocence in her voice. And Athena is kind of teaching us stories and stuff about, like, yeah, she's much more doing like acting like a teacher. So it really sounds like it was a childhood. No secret here. So this is another optional puzzle. We might spend some time here. Elegance. Is there some elegance to this solution? Is there some harmony? We need to get a jammer there. That's it. Bring an item to swap. Oh, I don't think we can pick up that fan. Okay, that's fine. It's completely okay. Let's take the driller, swap, and bring this jammer inside. So we have one more item to work with. Now, come on, swap. It's not swapping. What? Oh, it is swapping. It's just I didn't notice it because they look very similar. Okay, let's swap. Okay, we got the connector now. What does the connector do? That is fine, but I don't see a fan here. We can't really pick this fan up, you know. So what was the point? Let's move it a little closer. Oh, we can actually move it here. So we don't need this driller anymore. Okay. That's also completely fine. I just want to know how... We get a second jammer. Jam that too. But we don't have a way to go up though. Because we missed a fan. Oh, I think maybe it means we can pick up that fan once we jam it. Ah, that's probably... No, I can't. I can't pick it up. Where is the fan then? There should be a fan somewhere here, right? How do we go up otherwise? Is it hidden somewhere? What the hell? Maybe there's a fan in this room. Did we I think maybe I rushed inside without checking if there's a fan outside. There's a fan here. See? Okay. We need to do some things first. Need to get the fan. Ultimately, we need a jammer. The three things that we want outside. So we can have... we can only have two things at once outside. Right? Okay, the two things that we finally want is that connector there and the jammer. Because we need to jam... No, I don't think we need to jam. We can jump across. No, I think we do need to jam. We'll have to see if we can fly across. But that doesn't make sense. Guess we can try. Swap it. Select. Place it somewhere inside. Take this guy. Swap. We need one more jammer though. We need two jammers. Yeah, we really can't work without two jammers. Take the connector, swap item. We don't necessarily need two jammers, but we do need them. We need to put this jammer inside. No, we can just swap it. Use this guy to... swap it. Come on. What? Why is it stuck in the middle? Come on. Ugh, it's kind of stuck inside the wall now. Okay, now swap it. Attach the fan. Come here. Take it. Swap it with the jammer. And we're done. Cool. So that was 7. No, that was another optional one. Right, let's go to 7. We haven't met Yakut or Alcatraz or anyone yet. Wow. In this puzzle area. Transmission. We have to reach the middle area. For that we have to activate the fan. Activating just the fan is enough. So driller as well as a laser source. Oh wow, and we can mind transfer. Holy shit. I've kind of forgotten about mind transfer. Ish. Because we didn't deal with it in this area. But this area only unlocks after the last 2 areas, so it makes sense that we have it there. Maybe we can do something like this. That unlocks 2 things. But we don't have anything else to swap. We have the fan, I guess. But we don't need the fan anymore. I don't think we need the fan anymore. There is a middle area there. That would be interesting to figure out what to do in that middle area. Just to see what that middle area is, let's try to swap out the jammer. And let's go up to see what the middle area is about. So we can place a hole here and jump inside. Oh, see? There's another goddamn swappable item here. We can't do anything. We can't do anything here. To connect red, we need we need a connector. Okay, let's retrace our steps. Swap this guy. Wow, this is also possible. This is going to be quite tricky. There's nothing else here. It has reached that point where it's getting super complicated. Okay, with this guy out, we don't really need the jammer to be here. We can use something else. Jammer can be used elsewhere, but I don't know if it has a purpose elsewhere. Take control. Let him go to the top. And I think what we can do is, once he's inside, we can... What can we do? We don't need the fan anymore. Come on, don't. Okay, I think maybe we can... We don't need... why do you want to do that though? That's so stupid. We need to get one item to him. There should always be... We can have 2 items outside. One item should be here. When he gets to that point, he needs to have at least 1 item. Which can be the fan. But the problem is, like, no, we can use the fan there, take this up there. But once he goes down, right? At that point, he can't take this with him. He has to have taken something else. To activate this is essentially not activatable till we get that thing removed, right? Bring an item to swap. You keep this item here. Take the fan. We need something to be swapped. Need to think about it. Okay, so I don't know, it's been like 20 minutes or maybe a bit less. I think we have a solution. It's kind of, yeah, it's quite an insight. I still don't know how to phrase it, but it's simple enough. Let's restart and try it again. Okay, I think I'll be able to show it from the start. So it's called transmission. There was a previous level called passage, where we could pass an object through 2 layers by creating 2 holes. It's something similar here, but there's a small difference. Let's get the... What do we get first? Yeah, I think we should go up and get the jammer first. We take the jammer. Get him out. Okay. So now, hopefully I can replicate it. So what we need is, inside that middle layer, we need to make sure we go inside that middle layer with an object. Okay. We need to make sure we have an object inside that middle section. Not this section just above. So that we'll be able to swap it. Right. And to go above, we need the fan. Right. So we need to make sure we have to be carrying something while we are going through, or like jumping on that platform, going up above. And there is something that we can carry, which is like we have 2 pieces of equipment, right? We can always have 2 pieces of equipment outside. So we can have jammer as well as a fan, or a jammer and a driller. Out of these 3, we can have 2 of them outside at all times, right? So let's say the thing is we need to create a hole there to jump into the middle section. So we need to make sure we have the driller, right? So to take the driller out, we can get this swap. So the driller is out now. We can create a hole here, right? And we can make sure we stand here while our double or replica can take the jammer and swap it with the fan. Put it here and go up. And we can go inside, right? But there's a problem, like we can't carry anything else because we use the fan as well as a driller, and the driller is needed for the hole. So we can't carry a third item because we only have 2 items left. So this solution won't work, okay? So the solution I can think of is we switch the driller with this jammer. We go up. Now here's a tricky part. We place the jammer here, maybe somewhere here. We jump down, okay? Now we can use the fan. We can switch it to the driller and use the driller very cleverly to drop it to the middle layer. Okay, something like this. So now it's in the middle layer. So now we can retrieve the driller, use the fan here, go back up, and now so we are up above now, right? So now we switch to our normal guy, or the other guy. We take the fan. Okay, we need we need to stand here. So we need to use the what did I do? I think this is the way. We use the driller. Yeah, we use the driller. You can use the driller from the inside or outside. Either is fine. Right? How do we go back up? We can have 2 items. We need the fan and the driller. Oh god, I thought I had it. So now, if I create a hole here, I need something to swap over. I think I messed up. So now if I swap, I take the fan, I take it here, but I need to get the driller. I can't get the driller without... Let me try a bit more. Okay. After a bunch more experimentation and trying things, I think we have a solution. You can see the jammer is here and we are beside the item. So we should be able to switch the jammer with the laser, with the connector and take it from there, I think. So it's a bit, it was very like there was a bit of, it felt like a hack. I'm not sure if this is the right solution, but I'll show you what I did. Okay, hopefully this time I get it right. All right, restart checkpoint. So this is trickier than, yeah, I think the problem is my brain gets, I've been working for like 8 hours and then after that I try to come play, and after the first couple of hours or maybe first 90 minutes my brain is just dead. All right, so first we get the jammer, right? So what we do next is obviously free the prisoner or the replica. We take him out, maybe we place him right here, right? Take control, take the jammer, we go up. All of this is normal, okay? We did this last time. Now here what I was able to do is I was just able to peek over and select that wall there, right? You see that wall? I don't think this is the right solution though, because see, there's like a small point where we can like select the wall, but come on. This is okay. I was able to do it last time where the wall was able to be selected, but I didn't have to. I could place the thing here. That's how I did it last time. That's how I made it inside. If I do this right, it's not enough. This isn't enough. Because somebody needs to stay watch. And we need to switch it with this guy. Need to make this drop. Okay. So now the issue is we need the fan, obviously. We can have the fan here. But then we need to make sure, like, once I'm up above, like I go up here, right? Once I'm here, I need to make sure there's a hole here. And to create that hole, what I used to do is take control of this guy, take that fan and switch it to this, right? But we can't do that if someone's not standing watch here, right? That's the issue I have. And previously how I tried to solve it is by like edging towards the, I was standing at the edge. I used a jammer to jam this wall, but it still placed itself inside the section there. That's how I was able to get in. Right now that's not possible. So how do I... yeah, I really thought that was a glitch because otherwise it didn't feel right. But maybe I can reproduce it and we can just, for now we'll just use that solution. So I take the jammer, right? And okay, obviously we can free this guy. We can free this guy. We can take this fan, place it here. Okay, I need to stand here. Oh, I can't see the other guy. What the hell? Where is he? Let's keep the jammer here, okay? Barely. Yeah, I think that was definitely a glitch. Because right now I can't do it. See? You see that? I can jam it right now, but the hologram is right here. See? I don't think this is the right solution. It's even open now, but it's going through the wall. See? I don't know. This is pretty poor. Yeah, it's pretty poor. So I can stand right here beside... we can do it so easily. Okay, we can do it like this. Take control of this guy. Go in. Take the fan. Take the driller. See, this is not a real solution. Oh god. Make sure we do it right. Where'd it go? Did it? Okay, there is a thing. So it went down, but it's still active. So I can still well, let's put him also inside. Okay, so I can still switch it back out because this wall is deactivated with the jammer. I don't even know if he had to put it back inside though. After we jump up, we take it back. We could stay there, disable the wall, so that I can go inside and swap it. Okay, I think it will work even without the hack. It should work without the hack. Let's see. Let's do the proper solution. Okay, I feel like we can. I know this is a mess, but it is what it is. We take the jammer. We get him outside. Okay. He can go in. He doesn't need to place it here, honestly. All he has to do is take control. He can stand here and then just, even if it's here, right? Oh, let's jam. Jam. Okay, so it's here. Okay, this is how it's jammed. It's kind of awkward, but it is what it is. So we can take this, stay here, switch back. Okay. And even if this thing is inactive, even if you place it right here without jamming anything, it should work. That is my hope. So we can come here, take the fan, swap it, and here we can use the hole. See? Then swap back. This guy can... Did it fall inside? Felt like it fell inside. Okay, it fell inside. Even if it didn't fall inside, we can take it and come here. Okay? We can swap it. We can jump down. Place it here. Bring an item to swap. Sure. If we want, we can place this guy here. We don't need to go up again, I think. Oof. This is by far one of the trickier puzzles. Alright. That was a mess.
Congratulations, 1K. That was a hard one.
Oh, it was. It was a really hard one. Have we done 8? We have done 8, but we haven't done 7. Let me look at the map to see. Yeah, 7 out of 8. I skipped 8. Okay, I skipped 7 and I did 8. What the hell? Okay, sure. Let's go back and do 7. Propulsion. We need to propel something. Where's the hole though? Create a hole here. It looks like it's going to be very tricky. Swap item. Put the box here, maybe. Huh. What do we want? We just want red. I think first of all we can simply get this charged with red and swap, and we can get it charged with red, I think. No, we can't. Can we? No, it's hard. We need to toss it back using this. Box. Okay. Let's take the charger. Put it here. At most we can only have 2, right? And the only way we can transfer something from there to here is if this thing is active. So there'll always be 2 in one room. If there's 3 in this room, then that means there can be 3 in the other room, I guess. Yeah, there can be 3 in the other room. But in this room, there can only be 2. That's so weird. At max 2. So I guess what we can do is swap. Put it here. Take it inside, maybe. Yeah, my brain has become dysfunctional, so it's really not working out so much. Can we detach the fan? I don't think we can detach the fan. Oh, we can detach the fan. Awesome. That means there's something extra we can swap. Okay, that changes things. We can take the fan, give it over, use it to swap this, take it here. Just take the inverter, swap it, connect the blue with this. Yeah, I think we need to charge the blue. Okay, it's charged. Now we can keep this guy here. Okay, let it be here in a corner here. We can swap this with the box. Oh, now it's a tricky part. I need to get up there. I think we'll need the accumulator to get the fan back. We get the fan back. We pass the fan back. Use the fan to take the inverter to the very top. Okay. Connect the inverter, get ready. And now we can just simply use this to swap with this and connect. Awesome. Imagine doing multiple things. Like, already we are kind of struggling with the mind transfer, jammer, and the driller. They are slowly starting to mix more things in, and we are definitely struggling. So that's what I was scared of earlier, you know. When they start mixing these things up, it can get quite nasty. And there are more mechanics than there was in the first game. I'm just seeing if there are any question marks remaining. There is one question mark there. Let's go try to find that. Hopefully that's a lost lab. We need lost lab, and yeah, we're not looking for stars. Let's just look for the lost lab. And any terminals. I don't know if the terminals show up as question mark. Maybe they do. Not entirely sure. So far away. I'll probably have to do this in parts because I can't handle like 2 hours, 2.5 hours straight of thinking about puzzles after a full work day. So I think are we gonna drown? We are gonna drown. I have to go around. How do we? I can't really see if we're gonna drown or not. Okay, at least here we can pass through. Okay, that definitely looks like a lost lab. Now we have to try to parse some heavy philosophy texts. Liftraser.
You may wonder why I insist on these unsanctioned, unplanned expeditions. Some think it is because I hate civilization and prefer to lose myself in nature. This is precisely the opposite of the truth. It is because I love New Jerusalem that I have to leave. Because it is only when I am here that I fully appreciate what the city means. And also because I believe that if I stayed at home, I would one day be ethically compelled to commit acts of violence against those who, in their arrogance, imagine that humans should live in harmony with the chaos that surrounds us.
What does that mean? He's saying he might incite violence against people who think we can coexist with whatever chaos that surrounds us. That's a bit much, don't you think? Okay, there's another question mark there. That's so far away. Hopefully that is our lost lab. Oh, no, don't. That is so scary. That is the question mark again. Did I lose it? There it is. Damn, it's far away. That really sounds like a horse. I don't know if that's how deers run. Really does sound like a horse galloping across a road, maybe. Okay, we're reaching somewhere. Oh, maybe it's these signs that lead to a hidden lab or a lost lab. If you see these triangle signs with the circular inner arches, then we'll find a lost lab. Okay, so we have a bunch more PDA. Yakut, collapse lab. Not everything the founder built lasted. Spectacular. What? Not spectacular. Come on. One of the founder's labs seems to have collapsed. I guess that shows even the founder has limits. There's no human building that can survive without maintenance. Roots are stronger than concrete. Unless she destroyed it on purpose, of course. But it seems like the ceiling just came down. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the puzzle clusters on the island correspond to the presence of labs. Puzzle clusters on the island correspond to the presence of labs, except the lab near our base camp, which doesn't have any puzzles attached to it, although it does have other strange structures surrounding it. Are the puzzles guiding us to the labs, or are we just finding the labs by accident? Interesting. Wow, this is it? There should be more here. No, there isn't. This is it. We don't have like a flashlight to check things. So I assume this is all we can do for now. Alright, let's see if we can... Okay, lost lab is found. Right, I think we can go back to our gate. Solve the Tetranimo bridge puzzle and talk to maybe Athena. Maybe something new is going to happen. I think maybe we'll get a chance to return back to New Jerusalem after this area. Maybe after this area and after opening one more side of the mega structure. It's okay, we can jump down. Ting, ting, ting. Ting, 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 ting. Oh, we are we're below it. We need to circle around. Come on. Come on, game. Let me... Right. Now look at this place. Come on, what? And if I fall down, I have to... Okay. Let's Skyrim jump our way back to gate. Hopefully this leads to a... Okay, I think this is it. Thank God. Oh, it's Prometheus.
Hear me, friend, and heed my words. Beware Pandora. She is nothing but fear and despair, and she will do anything to prevent you from reaching the flame. It is she who disrupted the trials of the Sphinx. and who bound me in the...
Disrupted the trials of the Sphinx. What the hell? Pandora, Prometheus, and Sphinx. We can head down. Lost Marshes.
Well done, 1K. Looks like our hypothesis was correct. The megastructure is opening again. Everyone come to the VTOL, please. It's time to find Athena.
Pandora. She seems capable of displacing or controlling the other entities.
We should be careful, but we can't let such a vague threat paralyze us. Just keep your eyes open.
Okay, so yeah, I think we'll stop the episode here. Very exhausting episode. Yeah, I think in next episode it will be shorter because we go inside the mega structure and we probably will have 3 puzzles for 3 smaller cannons inside, which involve all the mechanics you have learned in the northern islands. I think that's how it will be. But yeah, we'll see next time.